After 5 months of low carbing, apples are back on the menu. And I have a cold right now, and I could seriously do with the vitamin C. So, let's wrap up what being on keto for 5 months was like, shall we? So, one thing that's happened is my relationship with food has very much improved, which is what I was hoping it would do, actually. The first time I did keto about 3 years ago, I was constantly making all the keto-friendly desserts as well, which, man, I was constantly having way too many sugar alcohols in my diet. And now this was during the that one time none of us could go outside. And man, me having to make, well, multiple trips to the bathroom due to the side effects of polyols, and that wasn't really an issue because I was stuck at home. But now it was a problem. So if I wanted my sweet fix, I was instead having to have way smaller amounts of sweet food with conventional sugar in it. Now I do buy a lot of these fruit drops that like sugar free, but you know they have that aforementioned side effect. One thing that was kind of hard to slide into a diet on keto was fresh fruit. I know a lot of people like, you know, fruit pies, fruit cakes, and that sort of thing. I don't. I don't like fruit when it's cooked. I only like it when it's in its raw form. And it's cold is actually kind of kicking the crap out of me. Quitting keto at the weekend couldn't have come at a better time because last night I was at work just drinking a metric ton of orange juice. Okay, it was more like about a quart. So here goes. I've missed you. I've missed you so much. So other ways being on keto will improve my non-keto diet, temporary as it is. I'm still going to be using cognac rice because it's got practically 0 calories, and frankly, I'm just used to it now. I don't really need to have regular rice. Almond milk and cream is a great milk substitute because I am lactose intolerant. And although I will obviously have to very carefully consider its calorie count, as not being on keto means I won't be in the state of autophagy. That's just something worth considering. I've got a ribeye steak here that I didn't quite get used up, so I'm probably having it today for lunch or dinner. I'm not sure which. I've got some pancetta bacon left over still. Obviously, mushrooms. I love mushrooms more than ever now, thanks to this for some reason. I still got this like portion of teriyaki sauce made up, which was made mostly with like 0 calorie sweeteners as opposed to with sugar. And there's really no reason I can't still make stuff like this with those. I still have, hang on, all these sweeteners left over. And again, I can only really use them in pretty small amounts. I mean, I can use them in larger amounts if I don't mind being stapled to the job for the rest of the day. But the point is, I can just use these in place of sugar. And for the most part, it's not really going to do any harm. It's just going to mean my calorie intake is going to be lower. So I'm going to eat this apple, get myself freshened up for the day, and get a packet of Biscoff. So as I prepare to just blast this winter flu with more vitamin C juice, I have also picked up, it just comes in a pack now. These were not like individually wrapped in a tiny little plastic packets, which is probably a good thing, better for the environment. And I'm just going to be dipping those in some coffee. But the fact that these aren't individually packaged anymore means I have to control the portioning myself. And it'll be a good test of my ability to do that. See, with keto, I was just never hungry enough that counting my calories and my portions mattered because my body was just eating its reserves. With me being off it for a little while, I am actually going to have to try and eat and nourish in a way that makes me feel full for lengthy periods between meals and not get so hungry that I unintentionally binge, which is something I do have a bad habit of doing. Nevertheless, we'll see how it goes. I do imagine with me having just suddenly abruptly changed like my diet and my nutritional profile for a period of time, my weight's probably going to spike back up a bit, but every time my weight goes up, I just make it go straight back down again. You see me do it plenty of times, and I'll do it plenty more. And on that note, I will see you soon. See, every time my weight goes up, sorry, not on camera,